So we enter week 12 this week. I need to get your predictions headed into this game, specifically, and a lot of these games, of course. All these games. I don't know why I'm like wording it like there's going to be one game and we're not going to talk about the other whatever we're playing, but let's just get into it. Instead of me sounding like an idiot, let's go. Thursday night, the Bills head to Houston to play the Texans. I'm going to take the Bills here.
Yeah, I'm also going to take Buffalo. This is a massive game for the Texans, a home game where they kind of need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. I do see the Bills picking this one up. I think they're a little bit better right now. They're riding the wave of momentum after beating teams like the Chiefs and the Bucs.
You mentioned the Chiefs. I actually have no comment on that. I think you said it perfectly, but you mentioned the Chiefs. Going into Arrowhead this week is the Colts. The Colts play the Chiefs on the road, and I think it's a recipe for disaster for Daniel Jones. I am going to take Kansas City here to take a win over the Colts and kind of rip the heart out of Indiana fans.
We're in absolute agreement. This is a must-win game for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think they do. I think they do get it done. They just need it more than the Colts. Let's be real. They need it more. I think they're a better football team than the Colts. It kind of feels like a bad matchup for Daniel Jones. It feels like Spags is just going to come after him and destroy him. So I like the Chiefs in this one.
And the Chiefs having a really solid run defense kind of eliminates some of Jonathan Taylor's ability. Seattle gets, I don't want to say a freebie week, but they get what you would think would be an easy get-back win here. They go to Tennessee to play the Titans this week. I'm obviously taking Seattle in this one.
Let me get something.
Oh, here we go. He's going to do the whole bit.
I'm not. It's the Tennessee Titans. I can't get an Njigba jersey for that. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. Maybe in a couple weeks.
Stealing from a baby, man. Like, I mean.
Yeah, I can't do that. So I'm taking Seattle in this one. The jersey cannot be brought out.
Yeah, no, that's like stealing from a baby. I mean, you know what isn't though? I wouldn't feel bad if either team won this game. So Minnesota is headed to Lambeau to play the Packers. The Vikings need to win. The Packers also kind of need to win, to be honest. However, being in Lambeau, and being that I'm not a McCarthy fan, or a supporter, or believer, give me Green Bay. The Packers are going to win this game and kind of put a separation between them and the Vikings.
Yeah, I got Green Bay in this one as well. No disagreements on that.
I'm sure this will be game of the week. I'm partly kidding. I'm actually fully kidding. The Jets go to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I actually think this game will be kind of interesting. I'm interested to see what the Jets do because they actually were kind of on a roll. I don't even think they lost that bad to New England, in all things considered. But I'm still going to take the Ravens here. They're on a hot streak, and they are desperately trying to catch the Steelers, who they are actually not that far behind.
Baltimore.
That's Grant. You're just saying Baltimore. There's no real.
Yeah, nothing further. The Jets don't deserve
just Baltimore. God, okay. They're still on BTA from like 4 weeks ago when they played the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a slaughter here. Okay, let's get this over with. Going to Detroit is the Giants. Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Detroit on this one, but I will say this is not a good matchup for Jared Goff. The Giants create incredible interior pressure with Dexter Lawrence, who I assume is playing.
Right? Yes. I'm okay. all but sure.
If he gets injured, the game is over. But if he's in the game, they have a chance. But Lions are winning it.
Pittsburgh is headed to Chicago. These are two teams that, for one reason or another, depending on who you're asking, have history. More so from the quarterback. It depends if Aaron Rodgers is playing, though. He has a broken wrist, but all I'm hearing is that Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to lose to the Bears. So, I don't know. We'll see if he decides he's gonna trump out on that field. But either way, I don't think that the Steelers are going to take another loss. I think this is actually going to be an upset game. I'm going to take the Steelers to win in Soldier Field.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers in this one as well. The Bears kind of feel like a team that's due for a loss, especially with how close they've been playing their rivals lately. So I like the Steelers in this one.
Okay, you're going to call me crazy for this, but I want you to bear with me on this opinion. I'm putting this next game on upset alert. New England is going into Cincinnati here. Now,
Oh my gosh,
no, 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 no.
what?
I need you to hear me out on this. I
Oh
talked
my
about it
god.
earlier, how all dysfunctional the Bengals are, right? This will, they are in must-win territory now, right? Because the whole idea is that by the time Burrow gets back, like week 16, you need to be in contention for the playoffs. The Bengals have to win this game in order to do that. I don't think they will. I'm going to pick New England, but I wouldn't be terribly shocked if on a trap game where the Patriots have a big win streak going, the Bengals need to win in Cincinnati. I wouldn't be terribly surprised, but I'm going to take the Patriots.
I firmly believe that without Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, the Bengals are the worst team in the league. You would have to fact check me on this, but if I had to guess, those players probably take up about 30-40% of the Bengals cap space. So I think with both of them out,
Two of
I
the
think they're
three
just
between
they have no
I would
chance.
say
They have no chance.
between
Yeah,
them and T Higgins. I don't
interesting.
know. So
Oh, Higgins, yeah.
um,
Yeah, I don't think they have any chance. Give me the Patriots in this one.
this game is going to be the worst game of the week. We have Cleveland headed into Vegas. They play the Browns and the Raiders. I actually am going to take the Browns on this one. I think they're going to really give Geno Smith some troubles.
Yeah, I actually agree. I got the Browns on this one. Yikes.
Jaguars play the Cardinals in Arizona. Arizona is in a long slide, a long slide of just bad performances. I know they have the one win over there against Dallas, but otherwise they have looked pretty rough. I think Jacksonville really needs to keep winning to keep themselves as a heavy favorite for a wild card spot. I think they'll do just that with a win this week.
Is Kyler on IR still?
He's not gonna get taken off IR. I don't know for sure, but I don't think he's gonna get taken off IR. So I
Okay, then
believe
I
Jacoby's.
that then okay. I think it'll be a little closer than some may
It's
think,
just
but you
bait.
give me the Jags to win
I'm not even interacting with it. It's just straight up bait.
it.
Um, This is my upset of the week here. Philadelphia is walking into Dallas, and I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Whoa!
Cowboys are on a hot
Wow!
streak. They're playing great offensively. They almost beat Philadelphia in the season opener. I think they're going to do it this time, especially at AT&T Stadium.
I could absolutely see that. I agree. It's upset alert. I like the Eagles though. I'm not sure if the Cowboys can do that.
I just feel like the Eagles are playing a little close for my liking against teams that are better than the Cowboys, and plus it being a division rival, I'm going to take Dallas here. I like in a perfect world for me, Dallas wins one game, Philly wins one game in the season, and they both are the ones where they beat each other once. That would be a perfect scenario for me, but obviously
Hmm.
I can't have nice
I
things.
might have gone for Dallas, but since you did, I didn't want to
Oh,
agree
you
with
want
you.
to? He
So
just wants to disagree with me. So okay, got to make it more interesting for you guys apparently, or something like that.
yeah,
The the Falcons play the Saints in New Orleans this week. I'm actually gonna take the Saints here, which I know sounds
oh
kind
my
of crazy, but I feel like the Saints are due to win one of those two games. So sure, give me New Orleans.
I don't know. I got the Falcons winning this
I
one, even
frankly
though
don't care, but like,
yeah, in an earlier BTA segment donked on Kirk Cousins, who is going to have to step up this week with the Penix injury. But I think the Falcons are going to win this one. I just think they have so much more talent than the Saints.
I got scared for a second that that was gonna be Sunday Night Football. I only saw one more game and then my thing loaded. Thankfully, that's not Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football is the Bucks playing the Rams in LA. This is the biggest game of the season to this point, in my opinion. Um, the
The
Bucks
biggest game of the season.
to this point, in my opinion, honestly, because I think for me, it's the Bucks trying to turn their losses around, and for me, it's the Rams trying to establish themselves as the top team in the NFC. Like this would solidify it to me if they win this game. Which do I think
I
will
think last
happen?
week.
I just I don't know, man. I just tend to believe. I'm actually torn. I'm torn. I originally I had a really confident answer, but now that I think about it, I'm like really sitting here torn. Actually believe that the Rams are going to lose or are going to win this game. Excuse me. I think the Bucks are going to take another loss. I think you'll hear my prediction in a moment for the other game.
All right. For me, I think the Rams already played the biggest game of the season, and that was versus Seattle last week, and they won that game. So they already won what I think was the most important game, and I think they're going to win what you think is the most important game against the Bucks.
I don't know. That just says more about the Rams to me than anything else. So that tells me how good they are. Monday Night Football, the Panthers head to San Francisco to play the 49ers. Can they pull off what would be a immaculate upset? And actually, in this case, if we're both right, would take the division lead.
Yeah, that would
No.
be kind of
No, it won't
yeah.
happen. I want to give hope. I actually am hopeful. But I'm going to go with San Francisco here. The 49ers are just the better team.
Yeah, I got the 49ers as well. I feel like the Panthers are kind of bound to stay right around 500, and so a win, they're flying a little too close to the sun at 7-5. I just don't see it. I think they're going to fall to 6-6.
Also, what's our favorite stat?
When Christian McCaffrey is in the game with Kyle Shanahan, they win about 70% of the time.
And they have Brock Purdy back, which I don't think he's much better than Mac Jones, but the connection's definitely there better.
And if they win this week, they won't be at 70. They'll be at around 66.
But they need to get
yeah,
higher to be able to hit that
yeah.
percentage. So this
So
will
they'll
happen.
continue on that upward trajectory.
Yeah. So I guess that wraps up our week 12. Wow, we're already at week 12. Week 12 predictions. Do you have any other thoughts before we kind of flip the script here?
No, that's it for me. I think we're in for a fun week, and I'm excited for it.